How's it going, everyone? Wayne the Unknown here, and welcome to another episode of Cosplay Con Talk, where we basically discuss everything pertaining to the cosplay community and conventions. Tonight, we are doing another segment on Get to Know That Cosplayer, and I'm here with Talia, also known as Imigin Cosplay. How are we doing tonight, Talia?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Wayne?
I am doing well. Thank you for wanting to come on to the series to talk about your cosplay experience as long as with your convention experience and whatever advice you like to share.
No, thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this discussion.
Nice. So, to begin, as always, what got you into cosplaying?
Uh, I got into cosplay when I was about, guess, going on to 13 years old, 12, 13, watching Fighting Dreamers production, which is like Twin Fools, Nova Vanderwolf, all of them are up in Canada through YouTube, because I didn't even know what cosplay or even conventions existed until their YouTube channel. So it's kind of started from there and went up knowing what cosplay was after that.
So 13, so that was like what, back 2009, 10?
For me, that would have been around 2006, 2007.
Oh wow. So, I
Yeah.
mean, when cosplay was still kind of being still kind of new here in the States.
Yep.
That's a
So,
long time. So you've been how long have you been cosplaying for then?
um, between taking a couple breaks because of college over the years, it's been on and off for about 14 almost now.
14 years? How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
I'll be turning 28 this next year.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was your very first convention then?
My first ever convention was SoccerCon up in Seattle, Washington. Yeah,
Nice.
with a blast. My mom took me. I asked to go for my 13th birthday present because I was like, I don't want anything else. I just want to go to this convention and see what it's like. And it could have been like the best and worst present you could have asked for because you don't know what you're getting into going to conventions.
Oh no,
So,
it's kind of it's kind of a culture shock from what I hear. And
yeah.
SoccerCon, that is like you said, that's in Washington, right?
Yep.
It's I imagine isn't that like a fairly big, decent sized con?
It was when I first went, they were, what was the high attendance that year? Just almost 9,000 my first year when I went.
It's over 9,000.
Yeah. Actually, that
Sorry,
meme was there. No, you're good.
I had to. Anytime I hear that reference, I have to immediately go to Dragon Ball Z.
No, you are good. I always love hearing people's references throughout the day. Makes it makes days get so much brighter.
Oh, definitely. So for SoccerCon at the time, what was your very first cosplay?
My first cosplay was Kagome from Inuyasha because going into this convention, never going, I just saw pictures when I was looking things up of people in cosplay. I'm like, I have to have a costume. So my dad's like, here's your budget. You can pick something offline. Um, so that was what was in my budget.
And ignore the it's more of a reminder of myself what cosplays we talk about.
No, but you are good.
So, what was it like cosplaying such an iconic character such as Kagome from a very, well, what would be like an almost a 30-year-old anime?
Um, it was interesting because I wasn't used to understanding at that time, since it was my first convention and first cosplay, what it was like as a cosplayer at the time at a convention. So I wasn't used to people saying, "Hey, can I have pictures with you?" or "Oh my gosh, you're cosplaying Kagome," and wanting to just have a full conversation with you. So it was like a whole nother culture shock is going into all of it. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So, especially when you're like 13 and people are like, "How old are you? Why are you watching this show? How late are you staying up to watch this?" Um,
I mean, I remember being like 5, 6, 7 watching Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z, so I mean,
I first got introduced to Inuyasha when it was playing after hours after Tsunami. Um,
ah,
so
nice.
I would stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning, and my parents would turn off the breaker to my room, and I would sneak down to the basement to flip it back on to watch more anime. Yeah.
Being young and watching anime that's not meant for kids.
Yep, that's was the best way to do things.
So, where did you get the Kagome cosplay from?
It was from Oh goodness, it was an old website. I think it was Cosplay Magic because it was
Ooh,
a
that's.
long time ago.
Oh man, I remember hearing about cosplay magic when I was looking into cosplays back then.
Yep. It was like one of the few sites that was available when I was younger. So I mean, we have so many more available to us
Oh yeah, I
now
got easy
that range
cosplay and all that other stuff. Yeah,
like
no.
costumes, yeah. So like mostly it was either Cosplay Magic or eBay really to find things.
And
So
nowadays you got now I think nowadays you got like eBay, not eBay but Etsy and everything.
and Amazon jumped
And
into the game and
oh yeah.
it's crazy.
My experience from getting cosplays off of eBay, you have to be careful because it either may not be the button may not be fully sewn on or it's a little bit smaller than you expected.
Yeah, that was always a big one. I've never had a bad wig though off of eBay. I've always gotten actually really good quality wigs. I don't know if I just got lucky or what.
Oh, I mean, seeing like your My Hero Academia cosplays, it seems like you've gotten some pretty good wigs, like for Uraka,
hmm
Denki, and the one whose name I can't know with the purple hair.
Oh, Jiro.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're good. My Denki wig though, that one was actually off of Amazon. It was my first Amazon wig I'd purchased, and I was quite surprised at the quality. I wasn't expecting it to be so full. I'm so used to there being just like no wefts available in these things to work with, so it was nice. I enjoyed it.
Hey, as long as you enjoyed it. So to the next question, what are your thoughts on thrifting, especially if you're a cosplayer or a first-time cosplayer on a budget?
Thrifting is always a good way to go. You just have to know what you're looking for and be willing to basically either have to alter or change and add pieces to things to make it what you want it to be. You also have to be aware that you're never going to reach 100% accuracy on any outfit. There's no way to reach 100% accuracy, really. You can get close, but it's never going to be 100%.
No,
Um, and so as long as you go into that knowing that you're going to make it fit your style, what you want, and how you see the character, I mean, it's a great basis to start at. And yes, if you have those small skills like learning to sew, it's great to learn how to sew on buttons or small trims or small things with just thrifting pieces.
nice. What would you say your favorite thrifted cosplay was?
Oh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you realize there's always that one question that a lot of previous cosplayers like always kind of like get stuck at because I know it's like kind of
Yeah,
unexpected.
I most of the time when I was thrifting was when I was a lot younger. Um, oh my gosh, there's so many that I've done. Which one? Oh gosh.
We can come back to that question if you
Probably.
like.
Well, the one I remember the most I thrifted was actually based off of a an art piece. It was for Riku from Kingdom Hearts 2, but a Halloween Town version.
Oh, a version that would have been that like Sora's version.
Yep, except for we had like Devil Horn, Devil Tail, a lot more like neon pumpkin-y colors going on with it. There were chaps with like that looked like they were like mummy sewn. I mean, I remember that one because we thrifted the pants and the shirt and all the small pieces we could find, and then we had to make the chaps for it. Um, but that one I remember very well.
How
We had our
long
entire group.
how long did Halloween Town Riku take?
That one I had done in like a week, guess because it was like, and when I say a week, it doesn't mean like straight, more like a couple hours here and there between school. When I was about 16 years old. So, but that that was a fun one. I had an entire group of us that did Halloween Town together. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So, next to bring up, um, let's see here. So, out of all the characters you've cosplayed over the years, who is one that you've not cosplayed in so long that you would love to bring back eventually?
I actually have plans because I haven't done Riku since I was a minor. I want to bring back Riku from Kingdom Hearts. Um, I really do.
His Halloween Town version or his regular?
Um, the Kingdom Hearts 2 regular version, and I do want to eventually work on and do Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku as well. But Riku in general is just he was just one of my first times getting to dress and act in more of a masculine way, compared to being more feminized in these schoolgirl outfits and cutesy outfits. So it was nice getting out of that with him.
Nice. So I imagine you cosplay. It seems like you cosplay more male characters than female characters from what I've seen.
Recently, yes. Um, when I was younger, when I did Riku, it was more just because a friend had recommended, "Hey, you should be a Riku in our group," and I didn't know I was going to enjoy it that much, and so when that whole thing ended, because everybody kind of ended up moving away from each other, I stopped doing most male characters, and I didn't think about going back to it until more recently. With my friends were like, "No, you should do a couple more," and it led me on this crazy self-discovery trip that I was not prepared for. So I'm just like, it was everything all in one bag together, and I enjoy doing more male characters anymore, more masculine characters. So
There is nothing wrong with that. I feel like if you enjoy the character and everything, go for it. Who cares
yeah.
what people say? There's been a lot of gatekeeping lately, but I feel like
Oh yeah.
if you enjoy the character, whether you're male, female, short, tall, young, old, skinny, fat, whatever, cosplay's
Mhm.
for everyone. It's not your cosplay; it's the person who's cosplaying the character.
Yep.
They're the
At the end of
one.
the
They're the
day,
one who chose that character, so they can. That person can kindly, out of here.
yeah. No, at the end of the day, it's definitely more what you want to do and how you want to present yourself as that character and enjoying yourself in that character. Everybody has a different view or a different part of that character that they enjoy, so it's bringing that to life.
Oh, wholeheartedly. Now, kind of the same topic. Was there been that one character that it was kind of a one and done cosplay, like you cosplayed it once and you haven't cosplayed it since?
Yes. I had a friend want me to do Princess Serenity from Sailor Moon with her, and I've actually never seen Sailor Moon, and so I made the outfit, got the wig, wore it one time, and then it's been sitting in my closet since.
There is, there is nothing wrong with that. I mean, it sounds like it was and this is where she was like wearing the big white dress, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so it's okay. And
Yeah.
actually, that brings me to another question. What are your thoughts on someone cosplaying a character they know nothing about?
It's great if you're doing it for you and the right reasons, like you like the character design for whatever reason, or something it's about that image of that character you saw that you like. I mean, I definitely say research into the character so you're not cosplaying something inappropriate in case you know entirely know what it's from. But if it's like from a popular anime or something and you just like the character's design, do it. Have
Yeah.
fun with it. You don't have to 100% know everything about it.
No, but it doesn't hurt to do the research, especially if you're asked,
Definitely.
like, for if someone asks you to pose as that character. It doesn't hurt to go online and look at their poses.
Yep. Definitely do a little bit of research with it, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with it as long as you like it. Everybody cosplays for different reasons, so.
Exactly. Now, was Princess Serenity, was she the first cosplay that character that you cosplayed that you didn't know anything about, or was she just the only one?
No, she was the second one.
Who was the other one?
Panty from Panty and Stocking, but I was smart enough with that one that I went and binge watched the entire series before as I was making the outfit, so I knew what I was getting myself
Hey,
into.
watching it while making the cosplay, that's some really sound advice.
Yes, so yeah,
Did you
I brought that one back.
did you happen to see any garter belts when you cosplayed as her?
I did not at the time. Actually, my stocking the day of ripped a hole through her skirt with her boot when it was in the luggage, and so it ended up being
Oh
just me.
no. I oof. That that actually brings me to another question I always ask on here. Have you ever had any cosplay mishaps, whether it was getting ready to get the cosplay on or at the con, and you like something either ripped, torn, or just fell apart?
I had one of my outfits. It was one of the first cosplays I had made. Was the old Blood Moon design for a collie from League of Legends. Before they changed it, it used to be red and white, and now it's red and gold.
Did you say a collie?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, the Blood Moon skin. And I had never worked with silks before, and the primary main portion of this was silks, and I didn't actually use the correct stitch on it, so the seams started coming out the side. Um, so that was great. I made it through the photo shoot.
Hey, that's always good. I've heard stories where, like, literally after the photo shoot, the cosplay just falls apart.
Yeah, it's halfway in my closet still. So,
Kind of those
yeah.
ones that just stay in that vault, and probably one of these days you'll go back to working on.
Yeah, it's there. It's like you should fix that. Haven't fixed it yet, but it was a good one. The only other mishap I've really had was more of a I didn't check expiration date on some contacts and ended up blind almost the whole convention date. Yeah,
What cosplay was that for?
Tinkerbell.
So she's got like what, blue eyes?
Blue. Yep, and I put them in. I was going great. About an hour and a half later, I was like, okay, this doesn't feel right, but I have a photo shoot in like 40 minutes. I'll be fine. Halfway through the photo shoot, I realized like my vision got to the point I couldn't see. And so I finished the photo shoot, got back to my hotel room, got them out, and I still couldn't see like the whole day.
Oh
And I
damn.
ended up just spending the whole day of con in my hotel room by myself.
So, advice there is to check your expiration dates on your contact lenses.
Yep, if you don't know how to keep track of it, take a small piece of tape, write it on there with Sharpie, and tape it to the bottom of your contact lens case.
That's some really sound advice. Now, when it comes to cosplay makeup, have you ever done like full body paint?
Not yet. It's in the works. But
Mind sharing who said character might be when it comes to using the full body paint?
I am planning on sometime in the next few months doing Persephone from
From
Lore
Lord
Olympus.
Olympus.
Yes.
I
Yeah. She's so sweet. I love her. She's great.
I've actually talked to a few cosplayers on here. Some episodes aren't up yet who have actually cosplayed as Persephone.
She's a good character in general, and just separating the original mythology from the Lore Olympus. I mean, the Lore Olympus Persephone is she's great. I enjoy her personality so much. And I unfortunately had to relate to her in some circumstances far more than I thought I would. So she's a good character. I
Oh
enjoy
no,
her.
she's kind of the sweet innocent type character. I've actually remember finally checking it on Webtoons and like binged a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
Really, definitely worth a read for sure.
She's getting spunky, and they're coming out with a comic novel version that's on Amazon right now for pre-order.
Yeah,
So,
I've actually saw the first season will be available in October.
and the second will be available in February, is what it
I know
sounds
what I'll
like.
be getting eventually.
I know, right?
Now, some advice. That's another topic I like to bring up. When it comes to convention safety and awareness. Any advice you like to share for any convention safety and awareness, especially for first-time con goers or those who are thinking about going by themselves?
If you are planning on going with a group to start, I highly recommend it. Or if you at least know somebody who's going, see if you can meet up with them. Um, you're better off in numbers most of the time, especially when you're not in convention space and you're outside of it. So much can go wrong both outside and in, but more likely outside of. if you're going by yourself, see if you know anybody that's going to be up there you can meet up with. If nobody's going, keep your phone on you, be vigilant about what's going on, make sure you set clear boundaries with people because there will be photographers or even just people that ask to take pictures with you who are going to push those boundaries way too far. So you got to make sure you're okay with setting those clear boundaries for yourself. And don't ever be afraid to ask staff for help. There's been plenty of times I've asked staff if, when I'm by myself, if they could walk me to my car or my hotel room, and they're more than happy to help do that for you.
That's really good to hear because I know a lot of cons don't do that, but whatever
Yeah.
con that was, that's good on good on the con staff for doing that.
Komori-con, they are
Nah,
really good people.
looking forward to going to that next year.
Yes.
Now, have you ever had any bad experiences while at con? Like any horror stories you want to share or any embarrassing funny moments?
Oh gosh, the biggest.
Aside from the contact one.
Yeah, it's really weird because every mishap I've ever had, whether it be a cosplay incident or just bad luck in general, it's always happened during or while I'm at SoccerCon. I don't think, and it's never anything with the convention itself. It's just the timing is at the same time. So it's just been mishap after mishap of whether it's people who all of a sudden are like, oh no, I don't have someplace to stay because everything got canceled and I'm too nice of a person. So I'm like, oh great, you're stuck up here for the whole weekend with no place to stay. Okay, I guess you're staying with me because I'm not going to leave you on the streets. Um, I'm too nice to my friends. I always have been. So I always ended up rooming with people who weren't the cleanliest, I could say. So that was always never fun. Other than that, one of my all-time favorite moments I ever had at SoccerCon that was just hilarious to think back on. I mean, at the time it was a little terrifying, but when I was 16, I was getting ready to go to the late night dance, so I was all dressed up for all of it with like glow sticks and everything going on. I had all like my cyberpunk gear on, and I was waiting with a friend because she forgot her pass at her hotel room and her sister was dropping it off, and we were standing outside the Cheesecake Factory on that corner, and somebody thought we were hookers. Yep.
I'm not meaning to laugh. I shouldn't be
No, you're
laughing.
fine. It was hilarious considering I was also 16, so I'm mortified, but at the same time I'm like, what? How does one respond to the situation? So luckily when we explained it, they're like, oh, that makes more sense. I'm like, okay, that's great.
Oh man.
Perfect. Yeah. No, that was definitely that moment you'll never forget at a convention. Um,
No, it doesn't sound like it.
yeah, no. Um, other than that, most of the time I'm just gonna hang out with friends, and it's pretty just chill with most of my friends. So I don't usually have too much chaotic things happening. It's always outside of con space.
Now, mind sharing what the SoccerCon rave thing is like? I've always seen pictures, and I've heard a few people share some of their experience. What is it like going to a convention rave?
It's always gonna be a different experience per person and who you go with. It is not something I recommend going to by yourself. Unless you're meeting up with people inside that you know you're going to have fun and a good time with, because after the minor curfew, when all the people under 18 leave, most of them are drunk and it gets a little chaotic and crazy. Before then, it's pretty tame, it's pretty mild. Everyone gets wants to dance, everyone gets to have a good time. Lots of glow sticks everywhere, LED lights. People are bringing in poi, which is the different color changing balls on
I
string.
have heard of poi
Yeah.
before, and
Yep.
I've actually seen the ones that you light on fire and the ones that that glow.
Yep, everybody brings in their poi, the hoops, like all the LED toys you could think of come into the play here, and you're just like, okay, there's an entire light show happening in front
Kind
of
of
me.
like a mini Dragon Con in a sense.
It really is.
Now,
But
a question I usually forget to ask: what would you say the hardest and longest cosplay is that you've ever done? Like it was like kind of like a con crunch, cosplay.
oh, um, The longest one that's taken me to make before was Leah from Diablo 3.
Who?
Um, Leah. So Leah is one of the main characters that you never play as, but she plays a critical role in the actual storyline of Diablo 3.
Oh, Leah. Okay.
Leah,
She's the one who actually you fight as a boss in Reaper of Souls.
she's the one who turns into Diablo. Yes.
Ah,
Yes. Poor sweet Leah turned evil. Yeah. She took a long time to make just because it was a lot of skills I'd never used before. And I'd never made anything corseted. I'd never made any Renaissance clothes for myself before. And then I had to pattern out and actually make the patterns for multiple of the pieces. So it was just a lot to do, and then it was came down to, oh my God, con's in 2 weeks, and I have pants I still have to make, figure out the shoes, make all the accessories, and I'm like, okay, the shirt's done, the corseted top is not done, but we finished it. We finished everything.
well, that's good. Have you ever had to work on a cosplay while at the hotel before the con?
I'm lucky that the answer is no. I've helped other people, but I've never had to do it at the hotel. I've had to like redo small repairs and fixes, but I've never had to actually work on anything. So
Oh, that's always a good thing. I mean, you may never know. It may happen one of these days because never expect the unexpected.
my motivation's gone downhill since COVID, so it's probably going to be coming in the next couple of years with conventions.
It happens. Now this is one question I've never asked before because usually people bring it up here and there. What is your comfort cosplay? It's like a cosplay you always enjoy cosplaying as, whether it's at
Oh.
home for a TikTok or just you don't feel like making a big cosplay, so you'll take it with you to a con.
My more recent ones have been if I'm just at home doing like cosplay at home for TikTok, whatever. It's been Denki Kaminari or Ochako Uraraka, both from My Hero Academia. Going to conventions, I really enjoy taking Ochako just because she's easier for me to get in and out of. That way, if I need just like a laid back cosplay to wear, I have her, and I'm really good, I guess, pitting her on quickly. So
Nice. And that would be her schoolgirl outfit or her regular or just like a casual version.
the school uniform, yeah.
Nice. And she's got like a pretty good decent sized wig from what I've seen.
Yes. Yep. I literally, it's so teased underneath. I can just take it upside down, shake it, and then put it on, and then just flatten down the top, and it stays.
Nice. Now, how much does like a wig like that weigh? Because I know it's like at the very bottom of the wig, her wig kind of like curls a bit.
Her work is actually quite light. Most of that floof is just all of it teased up underneath, and then I will take the bottom couple layers, or not the bottom layers, but some top layers at the bottom of them, curl them up under. So it's maybe at the most 3 pounds, not even.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, um, got two more questions here. Do you have any future dream cosplays? Like, as a character you always wanted to cosplay as, but you never got the chance to?
Yes, I have a few. One I'm actually currently working on. It's a magic harp design by No Flutter that I'm working on, and then eventually, hopefully, when I feel I have the skills for it. I really want to do Talizora from Mass Effect.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to. I finally got my Commander Shepard leather jacket and Omniblade recently.
I saw your Omniblade. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great.
Yeah, 85 bucks later.
Oh my god.
It is not. I can say this from experience. The Omniblade, it is not cheap.
No,
I
I think cosplay in general is not
Oh
cheap. It
no,
can be, but it's
it's
not.
not. I mean, I'm glad I got his casual outfit from 2 and 3. Later down the road, I would love to buy the full N7 armor
Ooh.
because that is a concept to cosplay my custom Shepherd from Mass Effect.
Oh, that'll be so exciting to see. I cannot wait to see that from you.
It's gonna be a while for
That's
sure.
okay.
I got
Everything
like I got
take time.
like I got the Omniblade, and it came with like a stand and everything, so it's pretty cool.
We can have the display piece for now. It's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I love it. Yeah, no, Tali's was name well Normandy now would be pretty cool to see, especially since I mean that's a very intricate cosplay. I've never seen one in
Yes.
person.
I have not seen a cosplay in person. I've seen some through Instagram that were entered in competitions overseas in Europe. Um, and watching them do the full build of it was pretty intense. So I'm like, eventually I would love to attempt it, but right now I'm gonna admire everybody else's from afar.
That doesn't. There's nothing wrong with that.
Ooh.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Let's see here. So, real quick, the last question I usually ask for this, since I've was able to ask everything else. Any last minute advice you'd like to share for those out there who are listening to this?
Best advice I can give you guys is have fun, be yourself. Cosplay is not a job, it's not a chore. It shouldn't be something to shove onto your plate for any reason. I mean, if you're not enjoying it, take a break. Walk away from it. If you people are bullying you for it and you want to quit because of that, and you just want to get rid of all your stuff, don't put it away. Walk away from it. You can come back to it later. Um, Use it as your comfort zone. Everybody cosplays for their own reasons. We just got to remember to be kinder to each other and just keep a stronger community than what we've had the last couple months, and hopefully get back to where we were, where it is such a strong, tight knit community.
Yeah, no, no, I wholeheartedly agree on that. I've seen cosplayers just just not cosplay anymore because of how the community is, or they just don't even like using the word cosplay because of what it kind of what it mean, what it, how certain people in the cosplay community define it now.
Yep, it's gotten hard. Part of it is we've gotten so many more new people in the community through COVID happening. So many more people picked up the hobby, but you have a lot of people coming in the community who aren't aware of the non-verbal standards that we had all already set for each other beforehand. So you have people coming in who don't know about a lot of the things that we all already knew about, and it's just a clash of newer cosplayers versus older cosplayers, and there's a communication barrier there of how everybody usually gets along and deals with each other.
Oh yeah, no, no, I definitely agree. I think that should about do it. Again, Talia, thank you for coming on for Cosplay Con Talks. Get to know that cosplayer, and thank you for sharing your experience and advice. I'm hoping that those who are listening, will take that to heart.
Yeah, no, thank you. It was great to have me. It's great of you to have me here. Sorry, I need more coffee today, apparently.
You're completely fine. Again, I am Wayne the Unknown. Thank you for listening to this episode of Get to Know That Cosplayer. Until next time, thank you for listening and thank you for watching.